Sunday, February 16th at 10 on CNN.
At Grubhub, we believe in helping everyone get the food they need, especially the 1 in 7 kids in the U.S. who live with hunger. You can help. With every Grubhub order, donate your change to No Kid Hungry. These children are the future. Let's feed them together. Order food delivery on the Grubhub app and donate today.
Welcome to Zombieland. We're a family. Dysfunctional, sure, but what family isn't?
Is this your dad?
Caitlin Collins at the White House, and this is CNN.
Closed captioning brought to you by Christian Faith Publishing. Tell your story and get your book published today. Are you a Christian author with a book that you're ready to share with the world?
Get published now. Call for your free publisher kit today.
1-800-552-2176.
Tonight, a major development in President Trump's impeachment, just 15 hours before the president's defense team retakes the Senate floor. Potential game changer, Q. John Bolton. The New York Times tonight reporting that according to an unpublished draft manuscript written by the president's former national security advisor, John Bolton, President Trump told Bolton in August that he wanted to continue the freeze on that $391 million in security assistance to Ukraine until officials there helped with investigations into the Democrats, and that included the Bidens.
This is truly explosive. There's been a lot of speculation that Bolton might have something to say. Now we know the details of his account drawing a direct line to the president. To be clear, this is a draft, but it does contradict a key point in President Trump's defense, and that is that his decision to hold the aid had nothing to do with investigations. New reporting tonight from Armando Raju as well. Before this report, GOP leaders were confident that they would defeat this week's vote to call witnesses, but now, according to 3 GOP sources, they believe this revelation makes that less certain. Jeremy Diamond is at the White House. Jeremy, tell us, has there been a reaction from the White House yet to this?
Jim and Poppy, we have not heard anything so far from the White House on this bombshell report. The president's Twitter feed has also been conspicuously silent on this report. And it's notable, of course, because if this is true, what Ambassador Bolton is saying, it really undermines one of the core legal arguments that the president's defense team has been making. And that is to say that this freeze on the security aid, that nearly $400 million in security aid to Ukraine, and this push for Ukraine to investigate the president's political rival, Joe Biden, that those two things were completely separate. And here we have Ambassador John Bolton, the former national security advisor, saying directly that the president told him that these two things were indeed linked. Now, we are hearing from Ambassador Bolton's lawyer, Chuck Cooper. They are not confirming or denying anything in this New York Times report, but they do come pretty close to confirming it. And that is because we have this statement from Chuck Cooper, who says, "It is clear, regrettably, from the New York Times article published today that the pre-publication review process has been corrupted and that information has been disclosed by persons other than those properly involved in reviewing the manuscript." And that is because Ambassador Bolton's attorneys provided a draft copy of this manuscript to the White House, the National Security Council, specifically on December 30th of last year. And essentially they're pointing the finger at the White House here, saying we didn't leak this information, and suggesting that in fact it came from the White House, from people who perhaps should not have had access to this manuscript, which was being reviewed purely for classification purposes. Now, of course, why is this so important? Beyond simply this notion of the president's legal defense, there's also that key question of witnesses, Jim, that you were just bringing up there. And that is because this is going to thrust this right back into the center, raising the question of whether or not National Security Advisor John Bolton should indeed testify. We've already seen all of the major Democrats, the Senate Minority Leader, the House Speaker, and those impeachment managers all making the case tonight that Ambassador Bolton, at a minimum, should come forward and testify in light of this pretty damning information. Jim, Bobby.
Jeremy Diamond at the White House, thank you very much. With us now, Michael Shear, CNN political analyst and White House correspondent for the New York Times. Of course, the Times broke the story. Michael, thank you for being with us. The key question is, why now?
Well, look, I mean, I think, why now? There's lots of, we don't, we don't know who is the responsible person for leaking all of this, but the motive is clear. We're in the middle of the trial. We're at the key point in the trial, as Jeremy said. The key argument by the president's lawyers is really that there is no connection, that this idea that there was a quid pro quo between the military aid and the investigations that the president wanted is just laughable. In fact, Pat Cipollone, the White House counsel, started the entire presentation by talking about how what the president really cared about was European countries contributing more to Ukraine's defense, and that's why the aid was shut off, not because of some quid pro quo. And Ambassador Bolton's draft manuscript just blows that apart, because he says, no, in fact, the president did want the aid kept off until the investigations were done. It belies the entire argument, right? Because you've heard various explanations throughout. One being that there's no direct line to the president. This makes it very clear the president ordered it. And two, that the motive was not concerns about how the aid would be used, but directly tied, and not even just to, and I think this is key, to general investigations, etc., Burisma, but a direct connection, according to the president's former national security advisor, to the Bidens. Politically, what does this do? I mean, what those Republicans who've been arguing against hearing witness testimony, here you have a witness saying he has something very relevant to say. What's the response? This argument from a theoretical one to an actual one. I spent the entire week on Capitol Hill, and when you would ask Republican senators about the possibility of calling other witnesses, the response that you would get would be, well, we don't know what they would say, we don't know whether they would have any relevant information. This makes that argument
Is there anything stopping John Bolton from holding a press conference tomorrow morning?
There may be some legal restrictions on what he can say from a classified perspective, but to the extent that he is preparing to put information in a book, he could also hold a press conference and reveal that information. There is an effort ultimately subpoenaed by the Senate, that they're going to try to keep that from happening. There are various legal options that they may try to stop him from actually testifying, both in the courts by asserting executive privilege and by other options as well, and we'll see whether those work. And the classified ship seems to have sailed, because they submitted this White House with confidence that there wasn't classified information in there, preparing to publish it. So, well, we'll see. I'm sure they're going to be in the White House right now. They're working on some talking points. We'll see what they are. Michael Shear, thanks very much. Coming up next, a return to the breaking news we've been following all evening. That is the death of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, known for his contributions, of course, on the court, but also off it.
Tomorrow's not promised to anyone, and everybody must do whatever they can to help, no matter how big or how small.